Two men, two different backgrounds, one breaking the law, the other enforcing it. The bond between SCLC President Charles Steele Jr. and retired Tuscaloosa Police Chief Ken Swindle has become unbreakable. Tonight, I'll show you how this bond was formed.
Chief Swindle, that man has arrested me more times with a smile. Stand up, Chief! Stand up, Chief! One of the best Chief in the whole world!
Retired Tuscaloosa Police Chief Ken Swindle and Southern Christian Leadership Conference CEO Charles Steele Jr. look back on when they first met during the MLK Unity Breakfast. At that time, Steele was the president of the local chapter of the SCLC.
We always had a good relationship, and even before he became chief, I could come by and talk to him about what my plans were, and I will always inform him on the marches and the demonstration, and that I would probably break a restraining order or something, you know.
According to Steele, that led to him being arrested a number of times, arrested by the same Tuscaloosa police officer, Ken Swindle.
I understood what he was having to do, and he understood my job. His foresight that Senator Steele has is just unreal, and he knows how to work with anybody.
One arrest, Steele said, stands out to him. He says he and about 5 others held a sit-in at a local motel due to discrimination and racism. He says after sitting on the floor for about 30 minutes, they knew they would probably be arrested.
And at this particular time, Chief Swindle was the leading officer. He wasn't chief at the time, but he came in with that smile. He always had a beautiful smile. And in doing business as a human being, and regardless, he was always a fair man. He was always fair in his police work. That's why we had a good relationship. And he came over to me and he looked at me and he said, Mr. Steele, because I was not elected at that time, I was president of SCLC. He said, I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to take you downtown. We got to arrest you. And I said, Chief, I understand that, but give me a few more minutes. I'm enjoying sitting down here, you know, because that was my role. That was my thing to do. And he said, well, you know, I'm not going to prolong the situation. I got a job to do, but you can ride downtown with me, and I'm going to put you in the front seat. He didn't put me in the back seat. He said, I believe in what you're doing, Charles, but he sure had a smile when he put my cuffs on you.
And it didn't stop there. During another protest, Steele says he broke a restraining order after protesting for a week at McFarland Mall.
So I disregarded the restraining order, and again, I went to jail. And again, that was Chief Swindle.
Steele was sentenced to 5 days in jail, but he says his fight for equality didn't stop just because he was behind bars.
Well, I said, wow, that's great. I can do some more organizing. Judge England said at the breakfast, he got a call where the people from the jailhouse said, you need to come and get him out because he in here organizing. He is in here organizing the inmates.
Steele says the relationship he has built with Chief Ken Swindle is a lifelong bond.
Senator Steele, the class act, and I enjoyed working with him and being around him, and you know, those were times that we were moving forward in society. There was a lot of changes being made then, and he and I both understood those changes, and we respected each other.
Last year, the SCLC honored Chief Ken Swindle with the Realizing the Dream Award. Now, that respect has led to decades of friendship, a friendship that both men say they hold close to their hearts.